Well, hello and welcome to another edition of what's in our music library or what's in our music collection. Right now, we're going through all the vinyls. These are records that my spouse and I have collected throughout the years. Um, I've done several videos already. Highlighting the first half. I'm now still in the letter A, and we're going to continue today, starting with the first record by LEX. LEX is a Canadian artist known, or her birth name is Alexandra Ashley Hughes. She's from Oakville, Ontario, Canada. And this, I believe, is her second album, released on February 21st, 2020. She's a singer-songwriter and began as an indie pop artist in Toronto in the mid-2000s. This album actually charted on the US Billboard current albums chart and hit number 73. So yeah, that's this album. Let's see if there's any special coloring on it. Yeah, there is. So this one came out as a green vinyl, which a lot of artists are doing these days. I don't know that the sound quality is any better, but it makes it interesting for collectors today. I myself enjoy the regular black vinyl or some sort of repressed, re-recorded on high definition vinyl. But yeah, the colored vinyl editions of certain records make it interesting and make it fun for collectors. So that's that record. The next record I am going to highlight, sorry about my head, but I got to pull it over here, is another LEX record. This one is called The Girl with No Face. It was released February 23, 2024. It had actually 7 singles from the deluxe version and 4 from the regular version. It made the UK independent chart and stalled at number, I think, 13 on the official charts there. This awesome record has got, I like the art. So again, the art here on the cover is LEX's face. And then the back has a cool picture of her back in the day. It seems very 80s inspired. You know, she almost looks like Laurie Anderson here. Laurie Anderson is an artist from the 70s/80s. And it comes with a poster, again, very 80s inspired. Lyrics on the back. She kind of looks like a younger version of Susie from Susie and the Banshees. But yeah, this is a colored record as well, and this one is like a cream colored. I think it's a cream colored yellow. Cream colored yellow. I don't know, peach, but that's another colored vinyl record. One day I really got to sit down and really see if I have a copy of a regular standard press on black vinyl and then a colored vinyl. I really got to compare the two just to see if there's actually a difference in sound quality. But yeah, LEX. 2024. I think it was recorded in 2023, but released in 2024. So that's that record. Sorry about my head again and disappearing, but the next record is by an artist I really like, from the UK, from Britain, a British artist who was part of a duo, a very famous duo called Soft Cell that did synth pop new wave music. They're best known for their huge hit "Tainted Love," which came out in '81, I believe. but this was this song here came from Mark's fifth solo record released in 1991 called Tenement Symphony, I believe. It's just regular standard black vinyl. I love this song. This is actually one of my favorite songs, probably my favorite song from him. It includes a remix of the song called the Grit and Glitter Mix, which I really like. And then it's got the single mix and then some other songs released from that Tenement Symphony album. This didn't really chart here in North America. But the album did spawn 3 top 40 UK singles. The album itself was a top 40 album. I think it went to number 33 on the UK official charts. Actually, this song was number 33 on the official UK charts. Yeah, it's the second. This was actually the second single from the album Tenement Symphony. And like I said, it's my favorite. So that's that record. I'm going to bend down a bit. And then the next one I'm going to highlight is an American artist. She is from Phoenix, Arizona, I believe. Yes, Phoenix, Arizona. Her name is Courtney Marie Andrews. This was a Vinyl Me Please exclusive. Vinyl Me Please is a record club in America. They have since disbanded international orders, so they only process orders in the US alone. Hopefully that'll change again in the future, because they did release some great collections, and this was one of them. This album is called Loose Future. It's by Courtney Marie Andrews. Like I said, it's Vinyl Me Please exclusive. It's numbered, and I have number 11 of 500. It was released October 7th, 2022, and I think this was her latest album. So 2022, her latest album. It did chart on the UK albums chart, and we charted at number 74 there. It was number 5 on the UK's indie charts, and number 2 in the UK Americana albums charts by the official charts there. So yeah, it's interesting. I think I did show you the color, but if not, I'll show it to you again. I think this was an orange vinyl one. Yep. So another colored vinyl. Again, it's a Vinyl Me Please record club exclusive. And they're not operating internationally as they used to about a year ago. So that's that record. The next one I'm gonna highlight is a British artist. That's the cover. Whoop. And that's an EP by an artist by the name of Ellie. How do you pronounce it? It's Eliwia. So Eliwia. Panther Mode is the name of the album. This, well, it's not a full length, but it's an EP. 6 singles, 6 songs, and 2 were actual singles. She's a singer-songwriter from, as I said, Britain, UK. This one is just a standard black vinyl. She's also a producer and a model, and this was released in 2021, this EP. She's got some really good videos if you want to check her out. Find her on YouTube. Great stuff here. The next record I am going to highlight is from a Dutch artist from the Netherlands. Now she was very famous in the dance scene, and I think most notably she's known for a song called "This Is Your Night," and a single. A remake of Gordon Lightfoot's single "If You Could Read My Mind," which she was featured on with singers Alternate. She's another dance R&B artist, and Jocelyn Enriquez. This album was released back in September of 1999, And I'm a little floored that 25 years has passed since this release, because I do remember being in the clubs and dancing to many of the hits from this album. This is the 25th anniversary of the self-titled album. This came out last year. I think it was a Barnes and Noble exclusive. Amber's real name, I think, is Marie Kremers, if I'm not mistaken. Again, she's from the Netherlands. She was considered Billboard's number seven dance single sales artist of the 2000s. So she that's pretty impressive if you think about it. This had three number one Billboard Dance Club Play singles. One was called Sexual Lida D from 1999. The second was Above the Clouds in 2000, and Love One Another was the third single, which was also number one in 2000. This album was number 10 US Billboard Indie Album. And the biggest single, as I said, was Sexual Lada D, which was number one on the dance club chart. It did make the US Hot 100 and stalled at number 42. And it was number 34 UK hit. But this album's great because it does include as additional record, I think 2 additional records, and they include remixes by Thunderpuss, who incidentally, one of the members of that remix duo, Barry Harris, played a club I used to go to in Toronto. He used to DJ there. Him and Chris Cox, but Barry Harris, was a Canadian DJ and part of a Canadian group called Concan that had a pretty big hit in the early or the late 80s. But yeah, so this album's great, a good re-release, and a great record, actually. The next one I'm going to talk about, now this is going to be one of, I think, 4 records by the same band. And the first one is a special edition. It's the 10th anniversary release of Megalithic Symphony. Now, this album actually came out, I think, in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. So maybe March 15th, 2011. This was the 10th anniversary, as I said, and it comes with 2 LPs in a box set. The first, really cool. The first album is just the standard record, or the standard release on gold, simulated gold vinyl. And then the second record is a gatefold. Great record, but that's a gatefold as well of unreleased materials. So this is a great collection if you like AWOL Nation. This was originally, like I said, released in March of 2011, and there were 3 singles released from this: Sail in November 2010, Not Your Fault 2011, and Kill Your Heroes in 2012. This did pretty well on Billboard for I consider them a little unknown at the time, but it hit number 84 on the Billboard Hot 200, and did pretty well on several other Billboard charts, like the alternative chart, the rock chart, and the indie chart. In the UK, it hit number 16. So again, this is the 10th anniversary gold vinyl. Yeah, very cool record, very cool release. And keep in staying with AWOL Nation, this album came out in March of 2015. So almost 4 years after the release of Megalithic Symphony, this album came out. This album is called Run. And it had 7 singles, most notably I Am, Woman Woman, Hollow Moon, Bad Wolf, parentheses, Bad Wolf. This is a double 180 gram vinyl. I think it is just on standard vinyl. Yep, standard black vinyl. So nothing special except that it's 180 gram vinyl. That's another thing too, is I don't know if a lot of re-releases are coming out on 180 or 140, and they're apparently supposed to be superior sound. So I got to do that again. I got to, for instance, I have Phil Collins records that were originally released back in the 80s. I'm going to compare them to the re-releases that are apparently 180 gram vinyl and see if there's a big difference. But for now, this is Run. An interesting fact about one of the videos on this album, the Hollow Moon parentheses Bad Wolf single and video, that was shot by Haley Young, and it was just one shot. It was a shot in one take. And if you have a chance, check it out. It's a really cool video. But yeah, that's AWOL Nation. The next AWOL Nation record that I want to highlight is this one. This is a covers album that came out a few years ago, and during the height of the pandemic. So they recorded, he recorded this in the height of the pandemic. It's a covers album. And he covers some, I would say, the pretty unusual tracks for Aaron Bruno and this band. But and it features like Taylor Hanson from Hanson, Beck. It features Jewel, Tim McElroth from Rise Against, and Portugal the Man, and Hyrule the Herd, just to name a few. But some of the remakes he does are like 80s classics. For instance, he does a cover of Madonna's Material Girl on this record, which is pretty incredible. What I don't have on the record is he did a cover a few years ago of The Cars Drive. It's not included on this, which is too bad because that's a great cover. But he does a cover of Midnight Oil's Beds Are Burning, Alan Parsons Project's Eye in the Sky, ABBA's Take a Chance on Me, which is sung by Jewel. He does a cover of Maniac by Michael Cimbello. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. The Scorpions, Wind of Change. So yeah, this is a really cool album. This, I don't have no chart information on this, but it is AWOL Nation's 5th studio album, and as I said, it was recorded virtually during the COVID-19 pandemic. So that's that record. The last AWOL Nation album that I'm going to highlight, and the last album I'm going to highlight today, is their latest album, which is called The Phantom 5. That's the cover there. Oh, actually, let me go back to this one here. This is actually exclusively released on pink vinyl, the covers album, and that's it there. So it's kind of cool. It's neat. And just back to the last record that we're going to highlight today, another AWOL Nation album. This came out August 30th, 2024. It had 4 singles. Panoramic View is one of them. Jump, Sit and Stand, March is another. I Am Happy is another, and Barbarian is the last. This album, Bruno says that it could be the last AWOL Nation album. Really cool. It's got a cool booklet. So I think it's pictures and lyrics. It's really cool. Really like it. But yeah, Aaron Bruno says that it could be the last AWOL Nation record to be made. But he did say that he was going to continue making music for other artists. But this vinyl is really pretty. It's on a nice translucent blue, so it's really cool. But yeah, I hope it's not AWOL Nation's last album, because I'm really liking their music. Well, actually, my partner, spouse, Jason, got me into the album Run, which it took a while for me to get used to, and I love it. It's a great record. All because he made me really sit down and listen to it, and there's some really great tracks on it. But as I said, this is potentially AWOL Nation's last record, according to Aaron Bruno, who will continue to make music. I think this record, it was produced by Aaron Bruno, and I think he also plays the majority of instruments on it. I could be wrong, but I'll check, and maybe I'll do an adjustment or an edit later. But anyways, that's all I have for today. So I hope you enjoy this. If you do, subscribe and like to the channel. And I still have a lot of videos to get through. Sorry, a lot of records to get through. As you can see, the collection is endless. That's the vinyl there, and there's more on this side. And then at some point, we'll have to go through this stuff here, which is the CDs. Yeah, because I still collect CDs. We still collect CDs. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you come back and stay tuned for the next one. Please like, follow, and comment on what you think. And if I have any of my facts wrong, please feel free to reach out in the comments and correct me. Till then, see you next time. Take care. Oh, and happy Christmas.